First of all, I would like to speak to you about Rup Dhyan a little bit. There's a question in devotees' minds. Since I have not seen Sri Krishna, how can I do Rup Dhyan? How can I meditate on the one I have not seen? We have seen him, but every time we saw him, we did not recognize him to be who he was. We saw him as an ordinary human. We saw him perhaps as being a little bit more than ordinary. And perhaps we saw him as being very sinful. You see, we perceive God in the way that we are. Jaki rahi bhavana jaisi, Prabhu Murati dekhi tin taisi. Tulsidas ji says this in the Ramayana. So we did see him, not once or twice, not hundreds or thousands of times, but we saw him unlimited times, uncountable times, but did not recognize him. Avajananti mam mudha manushim tanuma shritam param bhava majananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Sri Krishna says, O Arjun, people of the world fail to recognize me. He is veiled by Yogamaya and we are veiled by Maya. So if both the veils are lifted, then we can see him as he is. But since we have the glasses of Maya, we're wearing the glasses of Maya, we see everyone as being material. We see everyone as being worldly, even if it is Sri Krishna himself who descends to earth for our welfare, for our benefit, for our uplift. So we did see him, but even besides that, even if someone says, no, well, I don't remember whenever I saw him, I didn't recognize him, I don't remember seeing him, all right. But what does he look like then? Tell me so I can do Rup Dhyan. When we think about a worldly person, it could be a very intimate family member, a very close and personal family member, a parent, a sibling, spouse, child. We cannot really do Rup Dhyan of that person, of that loved one. Why? Because that person has those specific facial features, and when we meditate on our loved one, we will definitely make many mistakes. Let's say you're thinking about your father and you start thinking, what is the exact shade of dad's eyes? What is the exact shape of his nose? No one can do Rup Dhyan on even the most intimate relative. But when it comes to doing Rup Dhyan on Sri Krishna, then he has made it very easy for us to do Rup Dhyan because he has not specified one particular look of his. He does not say, I look like this and you must meditate on me like this, and if you make any mistakes, then you're committing a mistake. You're making a mistake, you're committing an offense. This is why Yena kena prakarena manah Krishne niveshayet bhakti rasamrit sindhu. Rup Goswami ji says, meditate on him any which way. Create his image in the way that you like. Tasmat kenapyupayena manah Krishne niveshayet. The Bhagavad Mahapuran says in very similar words, it gives the same message. So we are free to meditate on him as we like. There's no restriction. It is very difficult to meditate on a worldly person, no matter how closely associated you are with that person. It is extremely easy for us to meditate on Sri Krishna because we can visualize him as we like. The only condition is that we must put our divine feelings, we must have divine feelings towards him, that I am creating an image of Sri Krishna in my mind, but he's not a worldly person. He is divine. My mind is material. So my material mind cannot meditate on Bhagwan Shri Krishna, who is divine. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. Scriptures tell us that our mind can only think about material world. It cannot think about the divine. We cannot conjure up an image, a divine image of Shri Krishna in our material mind. Go char jahan lagi man jai, so sab maya jane hu bhai. The message that was communicated earlier in Sanskrit is being communicated in a language which is much easier for most people to understand. Tulsidas ji says the same thing in Hindi and Avadhi. He says that our mind, material mind, can only go as far as the material world. We cannot create a divine image of Shri Krishna in our mind. Understanding this, Shri Krishna, who is causelessly merciful, who is infinitely compassionate, gives us the freedom to conjure up an image of his in our mind, which is pleasing to us. So does he have black hair? Does he have curly hair? Does he have straight hair? Does he have blue eyes? Does he have dark eyes? How tall is he? How much does he weigh? All of these choices are left up to us. So it becomes much, much easier for us to do Roop Dhyan. And now let's do Roop Dhyan. I will guide you, and you please keep your eyes closed. And let's go to the divine kingdom and have darshan of Sri Radha and Krishna. You are in Radharani's palace. You are in Rangili Mahal. You are her chambermaid. You are the Dasi of Radharani. It's early in the morning. Radharani, your Swamini, is sleeping. You are about to wake her up. You gently remove the quilt from Radharani's lotus feet, and you have the darshan of her lotus feet, which are infinitely more beautiful than beauty itself. Radharani's lotus feet are infinitely softer than softness. They are infinitely more fragrant than fragrance. They are infinitely more merciful than the power of mercy itself. You are gently placing your head at these lotus feet. Nectar of love is always flowing from these lotus feet. You gently kiss these lotus feet of Radharani. Radharani's eyes open. And she looks at you with love. Radharani is so humble that she feels herself to be a servant of her servants. You are experiencing gratitude that you are serving Radharani in her palace, Rangili Mahal. Jivera Shvarupa hoy Krishnera Nityadas. It is as if you can hear Gauranga Mahaprabhu saying to you in your heart, it is your natural nature to serve Radha and Krishna. You are their eternal servant. Be grateful for this. Radharani is fully awake now. And you bring her slippers to wear. Now you help Radharani with her morning rituals. While you are waiting to serve her, you make Radharani's bed. The sheets smell so wonderful, so wonderful. There's such a fragrance. It is a fragrance of 1,000,000 fragrant roses. It is the fragrance that no one has ever known. Radharani calls out to you. She's ready to brush her teeth, and you hand her her toothbrush with its golden handle studded with tiny diamonds. You squeeze out the toothpaste, and then from a silver bowl, which has lukewarm water mixed with the pure essence of roses. Gentle fragrance. When Radharani is ready to rinse her mouth, you pour that water into her hands. And look at the lovely teeth of Radharani. They are so white and perfectly shaped. Her lips are red, naturally red. Her eyes are so beautiful that when Sri Krishna looks at them, he drowns in them. He loses consciousness. Radharani has washed her face. Now you give her the butter towel, the soft towel. Radharani says, now I must hurry up. Shamsundar is coming soon. Now you hand Radharani her jogging outfit. And when she comes out, then you give her her shoes to wear, jogging shoes. How pretty she looks. She's ready for her beloved, and here he is. He knocks at the door. You answer the door. And Shyam Sundar comes in. You fall at his lotus feet. And when you get up, he gives you a mischievous look and takes your breath away. Shyam Sundar embraces Radharani very lovingly, and they both go for their walk and for their jog. It is a Sunday, and you are going to prepare a very nice breakfast for Yugal Sarkar. You are feeling so excited, thinking that you will make something for Swami Shyam Sundar and Swamini Radharani. What would they like to eat? What would you like to eat? You ask them. And the answer comes, masala dosa. All right. So now you're in the kitchen, a fully equipped kitchen, and you are cooking for Radha and Krishna. You are making dosas. You're making the filling. You're making the sambar and chutney. Very lovingly, you are preparing breakfast for Yugal Sarkar. You're setting the table. In the backyard. You take out the finest dishes. You set the table. You are now selecting flowers from the garden, the most colorful and the most fragrant flowers. You're making a beautiful bouquet of flowers, putting it in a vase. Now the table is set, properly set. What would they like to drink? Fruit juice. First, you'll offer them fruit juice. So you're squeezing the fruits, you're making fresh fruit juice. An hour has passed, and they are due to be back any moment. And as if on cue, Sri Radha and Krishna have returned. Oh, I am very hungry, says Shyam Sundar. Have you got something to eat? And you smile with satisfaction. Yes, yes. Breakfast is ready. Radha and Krishna are washing their hands. Visualize this, go into detail. Radha and Krishna are washing their hands. They're drying their hands with the towel that you have given. Now they're both sitting down. Lord Krishna pulls out the chair for Radharani. She's sitting, and now he's taking his seat. They're sitting opposite each other. Now you're making the dosa for Radharani, and you bring it out, and just a minute or two later, dosa for Sri Krishna is ready too. And you have already brought the chutney out, the sambar. Oh, I forgot the fruit juice, you think to yourself. You offer them fresh fruit juice, and they love it. Oh, it's marvelous. It's very, very good. You feel happy in their happiness. Tat sukha sukhitvam. They're happy, and your happiness increases because of their happiness. Now they're starting to eat their dosa. Radharani's dosa is soft, whereas Shyam Sundar's dosa is crispy. Shyam Sundar is asking you, how did you know that I like crispy dosa? Radharani is asking, and how do you know that I like a soft dosa? It's the first time you're making dosa for us. And you answer, Swamini Ju, your nature is very soft. So for you, Swamini, Radharani, I have made soft dosa. And oh Shyam Sundar, you are very naughty, very mischievous. Forgive me for saying this. So I thought you would like a crispy dosa. And they both laugh at this wonderful response from you. So you think I'm mischievous? Well, you're right. Radharani laughs, and you can see her beautifully shaped, her white teeth. Radharani is giving you her prasad. Extend your hand and accept the prasad from Radharani. Shri Krishna calls you over. He is offering you prasad as well. And you try to keep it somewhere, but they both say in unison, no, to eat it now. Eat it now. So you're enjoying the prasad that Radharani has given you and Shyam Sundar has given you with their lotus hands, merciful hands. and you ask them with some hesitation, "May I make a suggestion?" Of course. Would you like to go on the lake? Would you like to go boating? Splendid idea. It's a wonderful idea. But first, we'll help you clear these dishes. How humble they are. "Oh, no, no, no. Please, I will do this. It's my privilege. It is your grace. It is your merciful nature due to which I have this seva. Please don't take it away from me." They both look at one another and they smile. All right. While Radha and Krishna go inside to wash their hands, rinse their mouth, you are getting the boat ready. Right behind the palace, there's a beautiful lake. You can see white royal swans swimming, but they're all looking towards the palace, hoping for a glimpse of Radha and Krishna. The fish are jumping out of the water to see if they can have a glimpse of Yugal Sarkar. They're all waiting to have darshan. You have already decorated the boat with strings of flowers, and you are all ready to take Shyam Sundar and Radharani out on the boat. And then you think perhaps they would like some more company. So Lalita, Vishakha, Chitra show up. 3 of the 8 Mahasakhis, they just come there. "Oh, we just came for darshan of Shyam Sundar and Swamini Radharani. For Naval Kishore and Kishori." You bow at the feet of these gopis. And Radha and Krishna come out to the boat. They're so happy to see Lalita, Vishakha and Chitra. Now everyone is sitting in the boat. And you take the boat into the water and you jump in as well. Lalita Sakhi wants to row from one side. You are rowing on the other. Beautiful fish are coming out of the water to have darshan of Radha and Krishna. The swans that had been waiting, they are now shedding tears, having darshan of Radha and Krishna. And Radha and Krishna are looking at all the creatures with love and compassion and grace. They spread happiness wherever they go, wherever they look. You're in the middle of the lake. Radha and Krishna are in a very playful mood. Shri Krishna mischievously throws water on Radharani, splashes water on her. She's splashing water on him as well. But she's so shy, she hides her face behind her chunari. Lalita, Vishakha and Chitra, these gopis, they're not at all shy. They're throwing water on both, on Yugal Sarkar. The weather is just perfect. It's not hot, it's not cold. It's a clear day, clear skies. It seems the entire nature wishes to serve Sri Radha and Krishna. So everything is just perfect. And even you cannot describe the happiness you are experiencing with Radha and Krishna in the boat along with Lalita, Vishakha and Chitra Sakhis. You wish that time would stand still. Shri Krishna has read your mind. He has made time stand still. So you go on and on and on the boat. It's a perfect day. Hours and hours have passed, but time is standing still as you serve Sri Radha and Krishna by taking them in a boat. बोलिए युगल सरकार की जय। Page number is 54. Bhajan number 62. Make that page number 70. Bhajan number 88. 87. Page 70, bhajan number 87, top of the page. Yugal var nirtat kunj majhar.